Hey, welcome back to my segment on condo lending. Today's segment is dedicated to FHA financing and full HUD approvals. How do you know if it's fully HUD approved? If you're finding this on YouTube, there's a link that you can click on. It'll take you directly to HUD site where you can look up if a condo is HUD approved. If you're finding this on one of my social pages, simply Google HUD approved condos, and it's really simple to use to figure out if a condo is HUD approved. Plug for us as a lender, we don't charge to get condos fully HUD approved, and we handle a big chunk of the legwork. And there's a large pool of buyers that want to get condos, however, need FHA financing. So you may be missing out on a buyer if your condo's been sitting on the market for a while. And I know, in this time that I'm recording this, people may be laughing at me and saying, "What's sitting on the market?" I don't know. Things can change, right? So I'm going to use my cheat sheet and let you know some of the overall things that you need to be prepared for to get full HUD approval. One is if it's a conversion. So we'll use my backdrop behind me, and let's say that in the past that was a school. So that would be considered a conversion. For conversions, an engineer's report or some type of equivalent needs to be given that gives commentary on the major mechanicals. Think your HVAC system, your roof, and discusses whatever the useful life on those are. Now, if it's at the end of its useful life, yes, that's going to be problematic for HUD approval. Similar to conventional financing with timeshares not being allowed, houseboats not being allowed, you can go back to those other videos to see what is not allowed for financing. Now, one of the things, if you're going for what's known as the full HUD approval that I'm talking about, HUD may say no if greater than 50% of the mortgages in the condo complex are FHA mortgages already. And you may be saying, well, it's not HUD approved. Well, maybe in the past it was. So that's something to look out for. Now, if it's a brand new construction, and it's newly built, at least 50% of those purchase contracts need to be for owner-occupied residents, and 50% need to be in contract. If it is a new gut job, at least 30% need to be in contract. There's some nuances to those rules that I'm happy to comment on. The condo association needs to be looked at as far as the financials and making certain that there's financial stability. And financial stability is typically seeing 10% in reserves for the association. There is what's known as special assessments that can happen down the line when you own a condo. Things can happen. Maybe the roof needs to be repaired and the association doesn't have enough in its budget. The owners are hit with an assessment that either they pay off monthly or that they pay off in one lump sum. And that's something that's asked in the questionnaire. Are there any special assessments at the moment? Condo fees. One of the things with condo fees is that if 15% or greater of the owners are in arrears of condo fees, that's a problem. Believe it or not, in most states, you can foreclose for condo fees. So that is something that HUD wants to be very cautious about, and most loan products, it's the same thing. Now, investors are okay, but the amount of investors you've got to be careful of. So if it's 20 or more units, then no more than 10% of those units can be owned by a single entity. If it's less than 20 units, no single entity can own more than one unit. Litigation. So let's say I slipped, I fell, and I'm suing the association for $1 million. That's problematic, and that won't get HUD approved. Commercial space. So in the living area, ideally, there's not above 35% in commercial space. If it's a live work type condo, then you can go up to 49% in commercial space. So as we're seeing markets change, we may start seeing condos sit. And if you're a realtor and your condo is sitting and you want to get HUD approval, reach out to me. Or if you're a buyer that's getting burnt out and you want to get a condo and you want it to be FHA approved, reach out to me or have your realtor reach out to me and we can come up with a game plan for you. Stick around for the next video that'll come out, and that's going to be on what's known as an FHA spot approval. As always, leave a thumbs up if you like it, thumbs down, I might be sad, and share this with any friends or family that you think may benefit from it. And as always, got to ask for a subscribe. Please subscribe to my channel.